Be here once again back at CPAC. I think I was here for many years consecutively and had a chance to speak many times. Before I start, if Kelsey will just indulge me for just a minute, I want to talk to you a little bit about some practical politics. The people that are here in the room. Looks like we have about 100 that are here, 100 leaders. So it's significant, and I want to talk to you a minute. As many of you know, I am now a candidate for the United States Senate in the state of Virginia. I have a reputation for speaking directly, so let me speak directly with you for just a moment, because this involves you. Many of you know that I am my opponent is a Connecticut-born tax and spend and tax again liberal. He's a big government liberal, and he's just like Chris Dodd, for whom he once worked, Teddy Kennedy, and Barbara Boxer. Now, I want those of you who are here in the audience just to imagine for just a moment. If a few years ago you could have taken action personally to have stopped Ted Kennedy, Chris Dodd, or Barbara Boxer from being in the Senate, would you have done it?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm telling you this morning you can do that again. And I'm telling you today that if I carry Virginia, that I can carry Virginia. I've carried it twice statewide. And we need to carry it again. Beat Mark Warner and put a conservative in the United States Senate, a real conservative in the United States Senate. We can defeat him and keep him from joining this liberal bloc of people that's beginning to develop. It's getting very close, edging up to the point where they might even be able to vote filibuster. It's that close. And we can do this if you will do something. I don't care whether you're from Virginia or not. Last time I looked, the United States Senate was an American body, and I think they're all Americans. It's really up to you. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell your conservative friends across the country, back home, about the importance of this Virginia race. And tell them that we're going to win this race. And we need your help to do it. We need your fundraising help. We need your contributions and the contributions of your friends. You don't have to give $2,300 to participate in a political race financially. We need you to give us an opportunity to raise funds in your state from people who you know that actually contribute to our causes. We need you to go online to Jim Gilmore for Senate. Write this down. Get your pens up. JimGilmoreForSenate.com. Go online and make a contribution. I don't care how much. You think Obama's got everybody giving $2,300? You bet. You've got a lot of small contributors right there, and that's what we need. If you stop Mark Warner from being the U.S. Senate and elect a Reagan conservative that'll cut spending and cut taxes and grow the economy, I think that's the goal of what we're doing and what this panel is largely about today. Now, this CPAC conference is kind of a good moment. Next year it might even be better. This is a really interesting moment for the conservative movement. As we go into this presidential election and we look at our Democrat opponents and our presidential candidate and all the rest of it, I think we're going to have a 2 or 3 year period in here in which we're going to have to go back to first principles and ask ourselves, what are we trying to do as conservatives here? How can we get a movement that really is getting going and gains this acceptance and the support of the majority of the people in the United States? We have to make that case. So it's a very important moment. George Will last night at the dinner talked at length about what conservatism is and the directions that we have to go. And he noted that conservatives are mostly about liberty. Democrats are mostly about equality. There's no reason why these two things have to be inconsistent, and he said that. But clearly, we have to be very much emphasizing where we're trying to go about maintaining people's freedom and privacy in this country. If we don't do it, who is? Democrats aren't going to carry anything but liberty or privacy in this country. They never have, and they never will. It's a philosophical movement on their part, and they know what they're trying to do. And we now have to understand what we're trying to do. Now,